Hey guys, welcome to our 5th video of 8 from the article that I wrote, 8 Steps to Follow in the Successful Generation of Change. This article was published on April the 6th, 2020, and it was based on Professor Scotter's 8 Steps to Change. I have adapted the names and I have given my take into it according to 20 years of coaching that I've been doing around the world. Here are the 8 steps, the way I name it, and I keep telling you what are the connections to Professor Scotter. If you haven't watched the previous videos, I encourage you to do it. You can still watch this one and then go back and watch those ones. If you haven't read the article, I also encourage you to do it. They are on all our social media and website. 8 steps. Number 1, real desire for success. Number 2, take your leadership role seriously. Number 3, communication. 4, learn to inspire your people. 5, alignment as your best ally. 6, short-term goals. 7, credibility from the start. And number 8, learn and adapt. So up to now, we have talked about the real desire for success. And the reason I call it the real desire for success is because you need to go beyond the description of what success means to you, or how do you visualize success. I'm talking about the desire, the ambition, the emotions behind it, the importance of those emotions on that, because Professor Cotter talks about the urgency, the sense of urgency. So my take is, how can you get that sense of urgency if you don't have that strong desire for success? So the desire, the emotion behind it is going to make sure that that sense of urgency starts just going down the line. Number 2, take your leadership role seriously. Professor Cotter talks about the creation of a coalition, which I agree, we need to create these teams that they're going to support you, they're going to take you to implement change. When I say take your leadership role seriously, is because to create those groups, it is very important that you are the leader of those groups, especially in changes like the one that we're going right now. It's not a minor change that is happening. It's in many cases right now, it's the survival of your business. So there's nobody else in your business that should be taking this role right now other than you. And I talk about internal groups or internal coalition and an external support group. Very important that you have both. If you are an entrepreneur, that you're the only one in your business, then you need to have this support group so you can have with whom to share ideas, to whom challenge your ideas, and yeah. So then number 3, communication, vision and initiatives. So we have created this desire for success. It established the success, we know the emotions, we have the team, and now we have to communicate it. So we need to create a message, we need to create the narrative around it. And what's going to be that message, and make sure that everybody understands that. So there's the reasons, what are the initiatives, what's the vision, how we're going to get there. And what's that rhetoric that needs to be built around this. And then in the last video, we talked about learn to inspire and the difference between motivation and inspiration, and how important this is once you have your message, and the message has this narrative, and it has now also the inspirational part, the motivational part, and the difference between both of them. So now we're going to talk about alignment, your best ally. So here is a point in this process of change that you need to make sure that everybody is, so to speak, in the same group, in the same channel, that we are looking at it on the same way. Many times, if we don't do this, it should be in one of the meetings where we start challenging, making sure that everybody understands the goal, everybody understands the message. You should be asking each one of them to tell you how will they communicate your vision, how will you communicate the goal, What are the initiatives that they're thinking about? That way you know if you guys are going into the same direction and in the same lane. Because, careful, a lot of people might understand and start going on a lateral way, kind of going into the same direction, that if you don't do these steps continuously to make sure that you guys are on an alignment, you might start seeing that some of your managers start going to one direction and some others into the other direction. Now, if you are by yourself, you're your own business, you're going to say, okay, well, there's not much I need to align. Well, there is. There is, because you need to be constantly looking at what you're doing and make sure that you're advancing towards your goal, not advancing just towards what makes you feel better. And there is a big difference over there. Many times, because we're active and we're doing this and we're at this process of the stage that we think we're doing, and then we're creating more, and then we're doing more, and then we're doing more, or different stuff, we feel we're going on the right direction. But if you don't make these alignments, like what I'm doing is really taking me to where I decided to go, then probably you start diverging into somewhere else. Now, that's okay if you stop and reassess your goal, if you stop and you reassess your success, but you need to make sure that there's an alignment between what you or your team are doing and the ultimate goal or success that you're looking for. So alignment, very important, with the team and with the actions that we are taking, the initiatives that we're taking towards our goal and our success. And the next video is going to be about the 6th step, which is short-term goals. It's almost self-explanatory, but we're going to put a little bit details on it. If you like the video, please do like us and share our videos. There's all our social media, probably showing up somewhere over here. If you haven't liked us, please do. Please follow us. Please comment, and hope to see you soon again. Thank you, and have a good day. Bye.